What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna actually be learning how to tint, and today I actually have a friend. His name is Aaron. He's actually got his own company and he does mobile tinting, mobile window replacements, and I actually believe he actually does vinyl wraps too. But he's a pro. He does this for a living. You guys will see him in a minute, and I'll put all of his info in. If you guys live in Arizona and you guys need a mobile tinter, or you guys need a windshield replacement, you guys can hit him up. I will drop all his info in the description. Today I will be tinting this Infinity G37. This is actually my roommate's Infinity. Right now it looks like there's kind of already a tint on there, but he says that it gets super hot all the time. And we live in Arizona. Right now it's only 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, and it's about 8 in the morning and it's 98 degrees. And later on by 1 it'll be 110. So yeah, Aaron's gonna come in. Aaron knows what he's doing. Aaron's actually gonna teach me. He's gonna show me what to do. I don't know how hands-on he's gonna do it, but he's gonna tell me what to do. He's gonna guide me along the way so I learn how to properly tint. As well, after I get done doing this tint, I'm gonna continue to tint, and I'm actually gonna continue to wrap. I'm gonna be posting another video coming up right after this. I'll be wrapping a charger, and then I'm actually gonna be coming up with a new truck. It's gonna be a full wrap on a truck. So today, this is actually a roll of 15% tint. So it looks really, really dark right now because it's all rolled up. But when you unroll it, it's still gonna be dark because it's 15%. Now, in my personal opinion, I love 15%. This right here is not 15%. This is, I wanna take a guess, the 20s and 30s. So the higher the number, the lighter it'll be. The lower the number, the darker it'll be. I have 8% tint on my Subaru in the back, and then in the back doors, back window, and then 15 in the front door and the front windshield. Now in Arizona, I do not believe that there's any laws against getting your windshield tinted. But also, it's so hot out here. So the reason why I want to start doing this is because it may not be a need, but if you live in Arizona, you kind of need tint. So you guys will see the difference. I'll do a before and after. So this is the tint from now. You can see clearly into the car. You can see the seats, everything like this. This is daytime. So coming in, you can see clear as day. Out the left window, you can see pretty clear in the left window. Rear window, you can see everything the same too. The problem is, it's just so hot in there. And with the ceramic tint, because I'm doing ceramic tint, ceramic withholds UV, sunlight, and all of the above, keeps all the heat out. It's the better quality of tint for what I know up to my knowledge. Let's do a little before and after, if the camera can pick it up. So this is the front windshield. We may or may not hit this windshield because we got 20 by 100. So if you guys want a tint, my recommendation is do 40 by 100. Go a little bigger so you can trim. If you're a little smaller, then you got to butt up and it's a little more complicated. But this is what it looks like out the driver's window. And roll the window down. And there goes Aaron. So this is his tint from before to now, what it looks like outside, and we're gonna see how it's gonna be after that. What's going on, big man?
What's up?
How you doing?
Tinter Park.
This is Aaron.
How's it going?
He's what do you do?
Auto glass, window tint, some wraps, paint protection, but pretty much auto glass and tint are my specialties.
Okay. And you're mobile, right?
Mobile.
All in Arizona?
All in Arizona.
Okay. So that's him, triplethreatautoglass.com. If you guys go over there, you guys can get him.
So right now, this is when you begin to strip the window. You would need actually the key, turn it on,
Yep.
and roll it down just a hair, a couple inches, get the edge of the film. So make it lift up somehow.
Okay. Get it up.
Yeah. Looks like it's coming off with the glue, so that could be
Pretty good.
pretty good.
Could be.
If you pull consistently enough to where it doesn't leave film, the adhesive on the glass, that's the best situation you can be in a removal.
Okay.
So like at that speed, just that same speed, keep it going, keep it moving. If it doesn't leave any glue, that's the best thing that can happen in a removal. 30 seconds. The angle, you're talking about the angle of the blade?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty much almost, I guess as flat as you can. Just scrape something off.
Oh, and see if residue comes up.
Yeah, okay. Scenario where the film comes off and there's a bunch of glue. That was great. What happened right there was like the best thing that could happen, because then you can just start cutting it, put film on. But if there were glue left over, if this film was bad or something situation, you caught the edge, you started peeling, and then started leaving glue right away.
Yeah.
You just rip it off.
Rip that motherfucker out.
And the whole thing's full of glue. Okay. And at that point, we would use a water bottle, use your soapy solution, and we would get it all, soak it all, get it all wet. Get it all wet. You leave it there for 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes, whatever. Then we would come back and we would scrape. And you would have like the adhesive, like it looks like boogers right there. You're like, oh, nasty, you know. So you would do this the whole window until it's completely clean.
Okay.
Yeah. So if this were a 40-inch roll, I would tell you just do it just like this.
Okay. Oh, so you can roll it out. Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah. But this is a small roll, and in small rolls, you could actually just take the whole thing out and then stick it up there. But this is, this is a trick here too. Film comes out just like that.
Wow.
But you do want to make sure you got
the correct side.
What side's what. So the liner side is on the bottom when it rolls out like this.
Okay.
This is generally the way you want it to roll out almost every time. You want to split the film in half. You would, I don't know exactly where half is, but I'm just going to show you how. I would stick this blade in there to cut it. Right?
Okay.
You measure how much you need. Say you want a 10-inch visor, you measure 10 inches. You stick the blade through there like this.
Yeah, that is smart and resourceful.
And then you can cut that exact size as far as you need to.
Oh, okay. And then you can put the visor on.
And you can cut off. There's your piece. So you could do that like this. If you had a big roll, you're trying to not use, that much, you just stick it in there and you're chopping off just what you need. That's what this roll. And then we're doing that. I'm guessing it's probably 35 inches, so you could pull 35, cut it.
Okay.
That way you don't risk dropping it and fucking up the edges.
Yeah.
The film stays in the box.
And then I ordered that snap.
There's your piece. You gotta remember which side's which. That's one of the things that can get you later.
So the liner is the side that we put on, or
the liner faces towards us.
That goes on. So that side goes on right here, right?
So the protective layer faces you. You think about it like, so that protective layer is protecting the adhesive, and the adhesive goes on the inside.
So everything's a little backwards.
Yeah.
A little backwards, okay. So I'll spray it with water and then put it on, right?
Yep. Do a nice mist. Yeah, also, because we're putting the film, that's literally the film, when you put that window film on, that's the inside, and that's pretty much the window film, so you want to keep that nice and clean.
Oh, okay.
This, you might want to
wipe down.
Not scrape it, but give it a squeegee before you put that on there, so you don't scratch it. You can use a squeegee it off, This is just something I do. You don't really have to do that. Okay. You could wipe it with a rag. Now you can stick it up there.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to find a squeegee. I couldn't find it.
Get your turbo. Get your squeegee. And you just want to run a what we call a tack across there. Basically just
hold it,
keeping the wind, film down so it doesn't move too much. Just like that. Okay, perfect. Just enough so it doesn't move on you. Okay. When I'm cutting these front doors, I like to start on the smallest vertical cut. But on most cars, you need the sides to be a little longer, like a 1/4 inch to.
So you can cover. And you can tuck.
Yep. Exactly. So you would come in here, stick your blade in there, cut straight up.
And then just cut this up.
That was good. Yeah. I would actually just rip it away. There you go.
Like that?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, this is like so much different than, not so much different, but it's a different like
Different feeling.
Yeah, than vinyl.
Yeah. And now is when we want to make this film larger by pulling it over what we just cut. So we're literally making it larger this way.
Okay.
Pulling it this way. So now that when we cut this side, our film is about that much longer. We'll split the difference, right, when we put it in.
Yeah.
It'll go this way and this way. Half of this will go there and then left.
Because when I cut this line, I'm gonna kind of pull it back a hair, right?
Yeah.
And then it should set right in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm picking up.
Yep.
That. Blade on that gasket, right? To like kind of line you out.
Yeah. Exactly. There's a little feel to it. You're hugging the gasket and you're just sliding right beside it.
Yeah. And you're just applying a little bit of pressure, right? Just to get the cut.
Yeah, a little bit. Probably more than you would on the vinyl, but not a whole lot. It happens. Something like you said there.
And then this, I'm basically just doing the same thing, but I'm following the top of this, right?
Yeah. So you can, looks like you're lefty, so you probably want to go on this side. So the way I would do it is stab it in here, right?
Okay.
Like that. And then you want to hold the film here so that it doesn't
lift or move.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you'll just follow that edge all the way across.
Okay. Just want to stab it.
That is
like that.
Yep. Perfect. That will keep your blade from moving, doing anything weird, or you like straight up just missing the whole curve.
Okay.
So for shrinking, the way I would shrink this, just like that. You got it perfectly. And I was gonna say you want to make sure you're shrinking the correct direction. So since it came off the roll, like this way,
curling down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came off this way. The only way the film's ever shrinkable is top to bottom. Okay. So when you're putting this on a window like this one, a large one, you're shrinking top and bottom.
Never side to side.
When you're coming this way, you're doing top and bottom. But you can do side to side if you have a large 40-inch roll. You stick it on here. That 40-inch roll will cover this way. So then that's the only way you can go left to right. So the way you set it up was a good way to set up the shrinking. Okay. But I like to set it up like this. I give it about an inch, 2 inches. Once we start putting heat on it, sometimes you want to make sure you don't burn the trim. You're gonna run your hand. You see these little
the little divots?
Yeah.
Okay.
So those divots are actually what we're gonna try to make go away by forcing the film to lay down. And when you're doing that, you're basically
filling out,
giving it some friction so that it creates this down here.
The fingers.
Yes.
Got it.
Perfect.
Okay.
And now this is what we work with right here. This is what we're gonna shrink.
See these fingers that are coming up? Oh, the camera's So again, I'll go high, right? I'll just hit it for a second, and when it zigzags, I scrape it down.
Yeah. A little bit more. See how you just made that one disappear?
Yeah.
Now we can move on to this guy. Okay. Make him disappear.
You just keep coming down like this until you see another finger?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after you do all that, you can actually check to see if you got it fully shrunk. The way you check to see if you got it fully shrunk, you get this nice and hot, and you run it along the bottom one more time. Okay. If there's any more fingers, it'll pop up. It'll pop up. So it looks like there's no more. You did a good job. Well done.
And do we pull it down and then do it again, or is it you're only kind of focusing towards the bottom?
On this one, we're only doing the bottom.
Okay.
There's not much to shrink on this window because it's almost flat. There's a slight curve both ways, but that's all you need.
What do you say would probably be, what have you experienced as being like your worst of shrinkage? Like the worst window you've probably had to work on to shrink?
Probably a Volkswagen Beetle.
Because they're a little bit more round.
Yeah, those are way more round. So all the glass are way more round. If this was a Beetle door glass, we would do that on the bottom, and then we would take it off, and then we would shrink the top.
Oh, so because it's almost like a dome.
Yes.
So then you work down and then you work up.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now this film is ready to go in. Okay. This is all done. Yeah, so we'll prep it, soak it, and then scrape it with a razor blade, or use those blue scrubbies.
So it's almost like a wet sand almost, in
Yeah.
a sense. Okay. Yeah. And it's just to get all the potential grime that could be in here, right?
Yep. Okay. So you want to scrape every piece of this window, and
should I wet it more?
Yeah.
Not too much soap, but you can never have too much water.
Yeah. I would start on the bottom. Or just this much of it, all the way across. Let it peel. Once you got that separated, you're gonna wanna start wetting it down, keeping it wet. Yeah, we're gonna peel it pretty much. We're just only leaving this much on it. So peel it down to there, and that's it. I'm just scared of pulling too much. Okay. And the other. About there is perfect. And then target is this corner. You want to get it as close as you can up into there. Okay. Start running your hand this way so that the film is touching the window.
Okay.
Then you'll start working on tucking that under also. Now, if you can see, it's kind of more this way.
So push
now
it
you'll want to start to tuck it
in
inside the gasket. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is hard.
Inside the gasket, and then also like slightly, probably like a 1/4 inch from the top of this edge. So your window film wants to be like, the edge of the film should be like a 1/4 inch. That's your
like that.
average set area is about a 1/4 inch away. Yeah, perfect. A 1/4 inch away from the top. And the more and more you do this, the closer you can get until you're like, you're
good.
like right on the money.
Should I tuck this too?
But for now, that looks great. Nope, we don't even want to touch the bottom yet.
Okay.
What we're working on right now is this top corner, and this top edge. Okay. Like one light squeegee, basically only this top area. Okay. So just enough to where you're pushing out
The water.
yeah. And then once you got it almost evenly spread out, you can probably start applying a little more pressure to the squeegee itself and pushing out more water. There you go.
So I'm basically tacking without, that's why you do the light.
Yep.
And then when you feel like it's not gonna move,
You can hit it hard.
you can hit it a lot harder.
Yes. Once it's set, we can roll up the rest of the window. So if you're satisfied with that, roll it all the way up. Cool. Damn. Now we can work with the bottom. So
I'm gonna pull it and spray it.
exactly. We'll pull that liner off. At the same time, you don't want the dry window film to touch anything. So actually, once the liner comes all the way off, I would actually hold in the middle.
Okay.
And then spray the rest of this window and film. Whatever you think is still dry, get it wet. So we'll want to start in the corner, tuck the corner in there. This is where it starts to get tricky with the bottom gasket because we're gonna have to go under that. So you'll want actually that card
To pull back the gasket.
pull the gasket back, tuck that film underneath. You'll work that corner and then you'll work this corner, and then we'll work in the middle.
So should I tuck it right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I would start in the middle, basically squeegee down,
Okay.
center. I like to start from the middle. Anytime I'm squeegeeing, I like to start from the middle. Squeegee from the middle,
Okay.
and then you can,
And then work my way
up
down.
and down, side to side, whatever you think, just work away from the center. Perfect. You can get as much water as you can out.
I think that this is only one window.
Yeah. I do it personally twice. So I'll do that squeegee, and then I'll do it one more time as the final pass. And I would start from the top, down, and I do every piece of film that I can touch. So once you did that final squeegee pass, we can use that card or any other card, and I would start in the middle, make a pass this way, make a pass this way.
Applying pressure.
Yeah, and then probably from the top down.
Okay. Oh yeah, after we tucked, I can't see that corner edge.
Down. So we're just like finishing up all the edges.
Yeah. That's 15 ceramic. Yours is actually, what would you say this one would be?
Oh, shoot, that looks like a 15 too. 20. That's it.
A 20? Yeah, this one looks a little darker than this one. Just like by a hair.
Yeah. Now you can see the seats in this one a lot better than
Yeah.
this one.
And I don't know if this one's ceramic. I'm not sure. But yeah, that thing looks good. It came out pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. You've been coaching me the whole time. It's been coming out pretty well.
It's not a good filament. It's not, it's not keeping color, so it's gotta be the cheap stuff.
Alright, so Aaron's gonna head out. Aaron showed me a lot today. I actually really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you guys are interested in him in Arizona, he's mobile. Go to triplethreatautoglass.com. He's got an Instagram. I'll put his Instagram down below, and I'll put it right here too as well. But yeah, thank you. I
Cool.
appreciate it,
You're
man.
welcome.
See you later. Yeah, thank you. Alright, now that Aaron left and he showed me everything I needed to do, now it's time to put this one on the back window, and then I'm gonna get the other two done. Alright, so now I got this all done. Now I'm getting ready to work on this one right now. Just take it off. He said the only difference, I don't know if you guys can tell. I can tell a difference in person and eye. The difference between this one and this one. This is a little bit darker, like you can tell. And this one's a little lighter. But on camera, you may or may not be able to pick it up. On this one, this window doesn't roll up and down. So I actually have to cut as perfect as possible, because on here I have a little bit more room to get underneath the gasket. This one, not so much, because this one's got to be pretty much on the money when I measure, when I cut her, and then when I shrink her down. But here's a new one. Now I got one door, two doors. Two door took me, the first door took me a lot longer than the second door because there was a lot of explaining and understanding. This one I just duped out, and then Aaron was able to leave, and I was able to finish this and get it all done. So I'm actually really happy with this. is now done. This window is my last window. All these windows look good. All the windows are good now. We did not do the windshield because we're gonna get a 40 by 100 and we got the 20 by 100 and we don't want to put the seam. So when I get more film that's longer, then we'll do the windshield. I'll make another video. And yeah, these all look good. We did do all of them, and then the last window I didn't do last night because he had to leave to go to work. But I'm picking up the space. I'm picking up the pace right now. The back window right here, I'm gonna have to do a separate whole video about it because this is already previously tinted. And when I want to take it off, I can either put another layer of tint on top of this tint, or I can take off this old tint. But the problem is that these right here, this is copper. So if I have to throw a razor on it, I can break the copper. It'll break the continuity, and what happens is when he hits the defroster button, it won't work. So I don't want to mess that up. So there's a different process I have to learn how to get this wrap off. Aaron's gonna show me when I get to that point, but for right now, I got all the tint done.